Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Minecraft. Let me go over this way. I've been gathering up a little bit of the red sand. I'm not going to bother time-lapsing that because I've got to go so far to get it, and that takes a very long time to edit. So I will just go into here. We'll go to load schematics. Cactus farm, 1 layer. Load schematic right there. Now, it's actually going to sit perfectly on the walls down there. If I can have a stick, I think I can move this. Right. So I've got the placement, and it's going in that direction. So the idea is, if I click that, there we go. That is where the cactus farm is going to be. Let me just get rid of the stick a minute so that we don't mess anything up. I'm going to actually use the red sandstone for this. I'm going to go all the way up like this so you can have a good look. Right, that there is 1 layer of the cactus farm sitting on top of the terracotta that we've got all the way round. And then in underneath there is where we're going to get a whole load of shepherds. We've got villages there, another one in behind it. There's another village over that way somewhere. I think there's another village over that way. So we got villages all around us right here. So we won't have a problem getting the villagers. And I do really like the desert villagers, but it's the other ones that I wanted, which are over this way. I just want to show you the other villagers. And I don't know if they're Mesa or Savannah villagers. It's these guys right here. These are Savannah villagers. They've got a different costume. These guys look like Rambo. Alright, they've all got these headbands on. And these are the shepherds that I want. These are the ones that I want to use. So I want to try and get some of those in here. Whether they might actually be Mesa villagers, because if you look, they've actually got the terracotta houses. And I really like the appearance of these guys, so I'm hoping that we're going to have enough of them left over that we can use those to do our shepherds with under here, because I want a good 20 or 30 of them. And this right here is going to be our cactus farm. And there you can see, actually pulled this layer off from something previously, but what we've got in the middle here is each of the kind of the fall lines there. Those are the reds. It's not the red sand, it's not the red sandstone, it's the other version, which I can show you in here. There, if you have a look, so the first one is the chiseled red sandstone I showed you previously with the wither on the side. So that's the plan for those. And then these are just half slabs up here so that we use less of it. I mean, I could, in theory, do that with half slabs as well on the bottom layer. The rest of them do need to be full slabs. I could, in theory, do that with glass, but I don't want to. I'd actually like to do it like that because I think it looks really cool. So then if I go and have a quick look into load schematics in here, and cactus farm 1 layer, the material list. That's what I'm looking at for 1 layer. 64 lots of water, acacia fence in here is 2 stacks, 4 stacks of red sand, that's just to put the cactus on, which we also need 4 stacks of. And then we've got 3 times that with the lime-stained glass right there. So that's, what I said, it was about 12 stacks of that. Same with the chiseled red sandstone. And then the sandstone slabs is double that again. So we've got 1 to 80 equals 20 times 64. 20 stacks of red sandstone, which is not quite 1 shulker box. So it's not all that bad, really, for 1 layer. But what I've also got here was, when I did this, I then used the Minecraft copy-paste command, and I made myself a bigger one. I'm going to unload that now. And I'm not actually going to load this one. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bad things might happen if I stay here at nighttime. So let's just go there a second. And I'll show you my actual plan that what I would actually like to do. Let me get out of here and then I can load it properly. Let's go up this way. And I want to show you the plan. I want to show you what I'm planning to do right here. This is going to be so cool. So I'm gonna point at that one right there, and then we go in here. We'll go to load schematics and go to cactus farm right there. Load schematic. All right, come out and there. 20 layers high. I have got this thing. 20 layers. Yes, you did hear that right. 20 to 0. I could go higher than that even. But yeah, that is quite a lot of materials. Let's just quickly get rid of the nasty things here. There's a... Alright, I'm not going to worry about the other nasty things. But that right there... Let's go up. Up above the clouds. That's the plan for the cactus farm right there. This is what I'm planning to do for the cactus farm. Right here. That's what the whole thing is going to look like. We probably won't use a schematic other than the bottom layer, or we'll just use it one layer at a time, whatever. Doesn't really matter. So we'll start building some of this in some videos. I am seriously considering a live stream at some point, so maybe I will live stream the building of some of this. We will try and get time-lapse. I don't know how high we're going to go with this to start with, but that's kind of like end goal. It's all the way. I love this. And it's so easy to make. You've only got to make one layer, and then actually, I didn't even do that. Right, little confession time right here. I made one little piece right here. Then I used the clone command that is in the base game for Minecraft, and I cloned that out the other 15 times for the layer, and then I cloned the entire layer all the way up through to do the rest of it. And it was really, really easy for me to go and build, because all it is that little corner right there repeated all the way up through. I love this thing. I genuinely, genuinely love this. Anyway, we want to have a look in here, and if I go to load schematics material list... Wait, what? No, cactus farm material list. There we go! So, water buckets is 47 shulker boxes of water buckets. There is actually an easy way to do that. We go and get some ice. You place an ice block on the ground, you break it with a pick, and it will turn into a block of water. It needs to be a non-silk touch one. Acacia fences, 1.5 shulker boxes. Sand, 3 shulker boxes, along with the cactus as well. Lime stained glass is 9 shulker boxes, 9 of chiseled sandstone, and 15 shulker boxes of red sandstone slabs. Look at this beast! What a monstrosity this is going to be. It's going to be beautiful. It is going to be absolutely beautiful. But in the meantime, we're only going to be doing one. So let's just get rid of that for now, shall we? We don't need that to stay there forever. Showing us what we haven't done. There we go. We got that. That one's gone now. We don't need to worry about that. We will do no more with it. Let's just move me pointers away. And I want to go up this way. And I want to get me a little bit of the green in here. So this is what I want to use. And I'll go and get a bit more in there. And I want to get a bit more in there. So just to finish up, what I wanted to do today, just for a little while, is put down some of this. Now, I figure that I'll start from this corner. I guess it doesn't really matter if I start from a corner or from the middle. The thing with terracotta is that you've got a pattern for terracotta like that, yeah? But most of them are actually done so that you can join them together to make a pattern like this. Now, each pattern, it doesn't depend on how you face the block that you're placing it down. It depends purely on your cardinal direction. Now, if you look, I've got Mini HUD, one of the mods that I use. And if you look at that one, the second line down in the top left of your screen right now, you'll see I'm facing south. Now I'm facing west, facing north, I'm facing east. And that is the only bit that matters. It doesn't matter where you're trying to place it against another one. It is entirely on what direction you're facing. So for this green one, if I'm facing in that way, that's the direction that that pattern will be. Now, if I want to actually get it, so this bit here, always goes to the right. No matter where I'm facing, it will always place down in this direction. So the circle bit up there is in the top left, and this bit is in the bottom right. And that can help sometimes if you want to look at it like that. So I know that when I go and place this down, if I want to do the opposite bit over there, I'll be facing that way, right here. And then I face that way, and then I face that way, and that will make up the square in the middle. So that's kind of that bit. Now, I don't know if that's going to be in the right way. So I want to start off with this one. So I've got to be facing in this direction so that I can have it in this corner. Actually, no, I don't want to be facing in that direction at all. I want to be facing in that direction to put that one down. This one over here needs to be that way. This one will be that way. And this one over here will be... Oops. Okay. Yeah, sometimes even Frithgar gets it wrong. No, this one needs to be placed down here, like this. Now, if I want to be able to place down a whole load of them, there's various different ways you can do it to try and get it to go a little bit faster. The fact of the matter is that there isn't really a super fast way of doing it. Now, one of the mods that I've got, which is Tweakaroo, does allow me to place down in a grid, but I don't know how to use it, unfortunately. And this, it's periodic hold use placement grid. When enabled, you can only place blocks in a grid pattern with a configurable interval to quickly adjust the value. Scroll while holding down the tweak toggle keybind. I'm going to try this grid. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work, but that's the one that I want to place there. So if I press and hold that, pressing and holding doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, see, this is a problem. I don't know what the hotkeys are, and so I'd have to spend quite a bit of time trying to figure that one out. But it is really cool. If I can get it to work, that would be a very, very cool one. The tweak placement grid is absolutely a fantastic idea. But, I mean, I don't have to have it. I can just go along here, and every second block like this, we will place one down here like that. And let's just get rid of these a minute. These here are actually marking out the locations of where the cactus plants are going to be inside my build that I've got them made. Okay, that out of sight can just disappear. They were marking out the precise locations of where the cactus plants were going to be so that we could make sure that we had everything laid out in kind of the right spots. So now I want to do another run up through here, and this one... See, what I can do is I can leave a gap, and then I can go and put another one in. And this is the exact spot where the next... Not that one. Where the next layer is going to have to go. So we can run through and do it like this. See? Now, I have got a couple of little time lapses of me doing these two walls, so I'll let you just watch those a second. This one is in the wrong place. Let me just get rid of that one a minute. I can't wait until we've actually got furnaces here that are generating lots of XP. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that one's facing the right way. And there. Okay, I've done enough now on those bits. So the next one that I kind of wanted to do, if I go there... I can fill in this gap. So long as I'm facing this direction, I can fill in the gap quite easily and quickly. Just like that. I have to do a hop, skip, and a jump over the top of every block in order to do it, but it's quite easy to go and do. So I can do the same. I can run back up through here, and I can go and do the same again with the next line, and all I got to do is just keep doing this for every line like that. And I could actually do this on 2 of them. So we could do it like this if I wanted to. However is gonna work best to kind of like keep these going. Okay, I don't want to do that. And then we'll end up with this absolutely wonderful terracotta floor. And I think this is going to look really cool when it's finished. We're going to have a whole load of shepherds in here. I haven't quite decided how we're going to trap the shepherds in here, how we're going to keep them, what kind of like enclosures each shepherd will have. We're going to try and theme it somehow. It'll involve terracotta. We will use more glazed terracotta to do this one way or another. So next, well, I've already done facing in that direction. So now I want to do the ones going this way, which is actually there. So I'm going to come back over this way. I'm going to place that one there, and then I can just run up through here like this. Now, if I'm facing down like that, it's not... Yeah, that's a slight problem. I don't want it to be up there, so I'm going to have to just click individually to do each one. But as long as I'm facing in this direction, I can do each of them very, very quickly. And then we've just got the last ones, which will be facing that way when we go and do them. So we can come back over to here, and then like that. And you can see it doesn't matter if I place it up against that block or if I place it straight down on the floor. It's still facing the same way. It makes absolutely no difference to the block it's going up against. It is purely the cardinal direction of the block when the cardinal direction of the player when the block is placed. That is all. So I'm facing west right there. I can be facing west when I place this block down. There. North, that would be wrong, but if I move it back to that point right there, it will face in the right direction for that one. So it's literally, that is the only deciding factor, is the direction you face when you go and place the thing down. Oops. Just messed up that one. And I'll put that in, and then I'll come down here. I'm going to do one more run up through, and then we'll go and put in the last few blocks that we want to put in on this little bit, just on this side. I'll do the rest afterwards. I just kind of figured you'd like to see a little bit of the placing of... I know that a lot of you will have placed terracotta already. I have really found... Ooh, this one's actually in the right place. We can leave that one right where it is. That way there, and then that way there. So that one can stay right where it is. I have actually found it quite useful to spend a little bit of time just kind of figuring out on each pattern exactly the direction that each bit faces. So when you place it down, pay careful attention to the pattern, and then it makes it a lot easier for laying these all out. I do really like them. I think they look really cool. Now, last one, I need to be facing this way right here. So we just kind of want to go... Actually, I can just kind of do it like this. Because I'm still going to be facing north there. I got to turn all the way over to there to be facing a different direction. So I can very easily do this 2 rows at a time, just going up through there, because I've still got the right cardinal direction on my screen. As far as the game is concerned, I'm still facing north. And that is the only bit that matters. Right, let's have a bite to eat there a second. We can go and do the next... Oop, okay, see that one I turned just a little... I was just a little bit off-center for that one. And it just went out of line ever so slightly. Let's get the rest of these placed in. And then we can just stand back a little bit and take a look. Because I like this. The lime pattern, actually, the pattern that I was going to... I sort of showed you to start with, up on the top where we kind of like went out in a bigger square. Lime works really, really well with that, and it works better, I think, than this. Now, because obviously it's going to be inside and we're going to be on the ground, I think this looks better like this. Yes, it definitely looks like something that has been sort of produced by the 70s, which is often referred to as the decade that taste forgot. Especially the different colours around the edge, that makes it look even worse. Hashtag sorry not sorry. I do not regret this. I do not regret my choices. My life choices that have led up to this moment, I regret none of them. This is absolutely fantastic. That is going to be the inside. And I reckon that the lights that we're going to have in here, I've been thinking about this, and I think we'll get some shroom lights, you know, from the warp wood stuff. And we'll hang some chains down from the roof, and we'll put shroom lights onto chains. I think that's going to look quite cool. And that'll then give us enough light in here so we don't get anything spawning inside here, because that would be absolutely heartbreaking. We definitely don't want that. And I'm going to tidy up around the edge as well. This will... I don't know if we'll have a themed pattern or anything like that, because the actual blueprint that we've got here for the big cactus farm, let's just bring that one out again. Hang on a minute. Let me go in here and get my magic stick. Lightmatica uses these sticks, and I think it's actually really cool. So we want the full cactus farm right there. I want to load that schematic. You can use the stick as your kind of wand to place things down. There. Right. Now, we decided to go for this stone right here. This stuff. Absolutely fantastic, this. I really like the look of it. And then lime glass to go with it, because we just thought that it would look quite cool. It's themed on the sand, the materials that we've got around here to get, the cactus as well. We went for lime, though, rather than a darker green glass, just because we thought it would look better. I don't think that a farm like this needs any decoration around the outside of it. So I've no plans to include any kind of decorative extras around the outside of this. We're going to build it like this, and this is how it's going to stop. We won't be doing anything more than what you can see right there, because I think this just looks so cool. I think it just looks absolutely amazing. I'm really pleased with it. That massive, great big farm that we got there is insane. But it looks so awesome. It really does. So, yeah, we got a lot of work to do. I'm really, really pleased with that. In the meantime, oh, this is the terracotta, by the way. You got the orange terracotta there, but this plain one right here is the one that you can dye, and there are 16 different colors. We will show some, for those of you who don't play Minecraft, and so kind of watch the series for what we're doing, we will show you all 16 colors of terracotta and the different patterns that you can produce with them. That we will do at some point. I just don't quite know when it's going to be. In the meantime, I'm going to carry on with my work in here, and we're also got to go and make several thousand rails and stuff, and we're going to start building a massive bamboo farm. The only downside, as far as I can see, with the bamboo farm that we've got is that the unloading station and everything has to be on this side, because this one is a directional build. So we've got to put it over here, which means that then all the bamboo, we've got to bring it all the way back through this way to where we put our massive great big furnace array, which will end up being over here somewhere. But yeah, I mean, that's like it is a bit of a disappointment that we've got to do it like that, but that's just something that we will live with. Alrighty then, we have done a couple of live streams actually, and I built this. So for those of you who've seen the live stream, you know that this is a witch farm. This is about 700, well, you can see in the top left. This is about 800 blocks away from our home base. 780, yeah. About 800, just under 800 blocks away from our home base. This is a witch farm. For those of you who didn't see the streams, I streamed the entire thing, half on Friday night and half on Saturday afternoon. And we got it all built up. That bit down there is extra. from what I did in the streams. Now, after the streams had finished, I did some backups, and then I started trying to install some server-side mods. Wasn't all that successful, so then I came back, restored some saves, or restored the saves from the backups, and I was kind of hoping that I had everything sorted out. Yeah, the server did its usual backup, and for some reason half of the spawn chunks disappeared, and then the server did another backup the next day once I'd restored it. And the witch farm here, after I AFK'd overnight for the second time, because the first time we had to wind it back because of the spawn chunks disappearing, it basically reset to how they were when the world originally generated. Then this decided to roll itself back by 24 hours. Very, very weirdly. And yeah, so I've sat AFK overnight 3 times now, and I've only got 1 night's worth of loot. So I'll show you that in a minute. I'm up at the top. Sen is currently offline just for a moment so that we got all of the... What are you doing, Sen?
Waiting.
I can hear a load of... What's going on? I can hear noise.
It's not me.
So, yeah, we've got right here the witches coming in. Sen is now online, so there's nowhere near as many witches being spawned because with a server, it shares the entities across where everybody is. So there's no one else online, and I'm on the AFK platform up there, or someone is. We get a nice lot of witches coming in if there is someone else online. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's... I can... Yeah, I'll quickly show you this. For those of you who weren't watching the stream, basically what we've got is there was a witch hut right here, and we came along, we found it, we marked exactly where the witch hut was, we dug out a big hole, and then we built this platform up here. And it alternates soul sand and concrete. I chose magenta concrete for this one. It's a little bit wider than it should have been because when I built this up, I mistakenly built it a little bit too wide and made a blueprint of it, and then I couldn't be bothered to alter the entire thing to put it down a little bit narrower. That's why we've got glass over here covering it up to stop anything from spawning, because otherwise we get skeletons and stuff spawning over here, which we don't want. So the witches spawn on here. When they do, the string that is going between these hooks over here, the tripwire hooks, that activates, it makes the whole machine activate, and then you get it just fire up. And all it does is move the floor. It's a shifting floor design. And because it's soul sand is actually slightly smaller on a block than the standard blocks. And by shifting the floor from side to side, the witches glitch down in between the blocks. They end up in the water down here, and then they fall down into here. There is 24 minecarts there, all crammed, stacked one on top of the other. So the witches fall in, and then they experience the entity cramming effect, and they get all squashed. Are we going to have enough? There's only 2 witches here. So Sen is going to keep her microphone muted for almost the entire time today because she's got a bad cold and is coughing constantly, and she didn't really want to be coughing and spluttering into the mic. So there you go. Witch goes down there, entity cramming kicks in, and the witch dies. Now, the slight problem that I did off stream, I've gone and built this storage area down here. I've built this 3 times now. The last time I built it, because the area here was reset, I cleared everything here, and I took it all back to our main base. And then... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.